Hello and welcome to SW News. India is under a continuous lockdown to fight the battle against coronavirus, and we at SW News are bringing you this special video series to summarize the entire day's coronavirus updates for you in brief. So let's begin first with the global coronavirus cases and the death toll in the world, and then we will proceed on to talk about the statistics about coronavirus cases and deaths in India and the important news related to coronavirus. Globally, coronavirus cases have reached up to 30,13,803 and 2,07,894 people have died. In India, as of now, there are a total of 28,380 active cases of coronavirus, whereas 6,362 people have either been cured, discharged or migrated, and 886 have died due to coronavirus. 3 people died on Monday in Rajasthan. 3 infected people died in Jaipur from Sunday night to Monday afternoon. The age or other information of the deceased has not been provided in the bulletin of the health department. In Rajasthan, 44 people have lost their lives so far. 10 deaths have occurred in the last 48 hours only. Let's move on to important updates of the day. The first news is, of course, coming from the meetings between the chief ministers of different states in India and the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. So apparently this meet came in the light of the end of the lockdown that will happen on May 3rd. So on May 3rd, the extended lockdown, the lockdown that was extended on April 14th will come to an end. And what happens after that is the big question in front of the country, in front of state governments and in front of the central government now. Well, meanwhile, the Mumbai, Pune and Delhi have already extended the date till mid-May. It is expected that they will be extending the lockdown till mid-May. However, some states are talking about extending the lockdown for another month in view of the rising cases of coronavirus in their respective states. Now, apparently, what happened in this meeting is what we are going to talk about. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the state chief ministers. He told them, he talked to them about the COVID-19 situation in the country. He said when the last time they had this meeting through video conferencing, the cases of coronavirus in India were compared to now were very less, and he said however, the states are fighting with the coronavirus cases. They are fighting the coronavirus pandemic. He said that there is need to formulate a proper plan to reform, and there is need to formulate a proper plan, an exit strategy, a graded exit strategy, so that India can come out of this lockdown. He said the state should now work more on turning the red and orange zones into the green zones. He said that lockdown will continue in the red zones, which are the hotspots of coronaviruses. Now, Mumbai, Pune and Delhi are the hotspot of coronavirus in India, and thus the lockdown has been extended in these 3 cities for mid-May. It will be extended for another 15 days or so in light of the rising cases of coronavirus in these particular cities and states. Now, what Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said is that those states which are reporting more number of coronavirus cases need not be shamed. He said that focus should be on fighting the pandemic together and getting India out of this pandemic and getting out of India the lockdown that has been imposed. He said that the state governments need not worry about the economic situation in the country. He said the government is also issuing plans on it. The government is also working on the plans to revive the economy as well, and some measures will also be announced in the following days. So government is also working on the two-pronged strategy. It is also working on the economic front, and it is also working on how to ease out the lockdown. Let's move on to next important news. It is related to the coronavirus symptoms. Now, many of us are already knowing about the coronavirus symptoms, which is fever, which is cough and shortness of breathing. However, the United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention has today released another set of symptoms for COVID-19 so that you can gauge whether you have symptoms of COVID-19 or not, and they include chills and shaking due to chills, headache, sore throat. It also includes muscle pain. It also includes loss of smell and taste. So these are some set of new symptoms for COVID-19 that are issued by US's Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Earlier, there were symptoms of fever, cough, and symptoms of shortness of breathing. However, these symptoms are quite similar to the symptoms of flu. So, lots of people earlier were also confused about whether they have flu or whether they have coronavirus. However, now with these new set of coronavirus symptoms issued by the US CDC, it will be easier for people to identify themselves whether they have been developing the symptoms of coronavirus or not. Let's move on to next important news. In light of the lockdown and hospitals being turned into COVID-19 special hospitals, several of the private hospitals and nursing homes in major cities across India were completely shut down. However, Mumbai BMC, the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, earlier had issued an order and had asked the private hospitals in the city to open up for those people who are suffering from chronic diseases and diseases other than the coronavirus. Since the hospitals were turned into COVID-19 special hospitals, patients who were suffering from other diseases were also suffering due to lack of hospitals opened for them. So that is why the BMC had already ordered the nursing homes to open up. However, 348 nursing homes in the city did not open up even after the order from the BMC and the MCGM, and that is why the city's municipal corporation decided to completely shut them. So 348 nursing homes across the city have been completely shut down by the BMC, and that amounts to 25% of the total private hospitals in the city. However, some hospitals have also opened up after the order from the BMC and the MCGM, and that can provide some amount of relief to the patients who are suffering from diseases other than the coronavirus. Let's move on to next important news, and it is probably the most important news of the day. The test kits that arrived from China were faulty, but it was revealed later on after a legal dispute in Delhi High Court that almost 145% of the profiteering was charged on the faulty test kits. Now, apparently there was an importer in India and another distributor for this faulty Chinese test kit. The Chinese test kits, the importer got it for ₹245. However, the distributor sold it to ICMR, the Indian Council of Medical Research, for as much as ₹600. Now, the Delhi High Court had earlier told them to cap the prices of the testing kits to ₹400. However, ICMR, which is already dealing with the complaints of faulty test kits which are also showing inaccurate results, some states have been complaining. Rajasthan was the first state to complain, and it had said that accuracy is only 5.4%, whereas it should have been 90%. So after these complaints, these faulty test kits, ICMR had asked the states to not use these test kits for 2 days. However, later on it said that the state should wait for the further order. Today, ICMR has called back all the test kits. It has asked the state governments to not use these test kits, and the government has already cancelled the order for these test kits from the China-based company called Wonfu. Well, that's all for the coronavirus update today. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.